you feeling fine. Hello, everybody. Hope you're feeling fine. Hello, everybody. Hope you're feeling fine. Hi, guys. Welcome to the live. Good evening. I tried to make it in time today, even though I'm 6 minutes late. But really, today is a holiday in Nigeria where I stay or live, reside. And it's been a restful one. I promise you, I didn't feel like coming here, but I said I should try and come, even though I wouldn't stay for too long and be consistent. Yeah, so how are you guys doing today? What's happening where you are? Are you in Nigeria? How was your holidays? Are you outside Nigeria? How did your day go? How was work? It's a Monday, but thankfully for us, it's a public holiday, and so we have been resting. How are you today? Please let me know. And as you have seen down in the topic, we're asking and answering your relationship questions today. Yeah, so let's go with it. Yeah. So I don't really feel good or gingered, but we're doing this. Yeah. What's your concern? What's your relationship question? What's something that you have been thinking about as regards relationship, something you would like to be addressed, something that I might not be able to address it, but somebody here might be able to, and I can also promise if I won't be able to, promise to attend to it. But yeah, let's just discuss about it. Relationship is a very important area and aspect of our lives, and I believe everyone should take it seriously, and everyone should be able to handle it well. Hi, good evening. Welcome. Famous, how are you? Good evening. I just came on right now. I'm just joining. How are you today? Thank you so much for coming. Thank you for tapping. How is your day going? I was saying that today it's a holiday in Nigeria, so I'll be restful. I just said, let me just come. I didn't feel like coming here today, but I've just come and spent some few minutes here. How are you? How are you? How is work? And I appreciate your commitment. I appreciate your support. Oh, well done, well done, well done, well done. It's the effort for me. Every day I work. I don't know if you work weekends, I doubt, but well done. Yes, it's a holiday in Nigeria. I don't even know what we are celebrating. I didn't check. I didn't bother, but I know it's a holiday. Yeah. So it's been a restful day. In fact, I've just been at home. Of course, I'm always at home most of the time. But I just rested and decided to just relax. And I just thought, I don't want to come today. I didn't feel like coming, but I just said, let me just come. I don't have to stay as long as I always do, but yeah, and I just thought, let me address relationship questions that might have been in the hearts of people and they would like to. It's Mohammed's birthday. Okay, yeah. It has to be a Muslim holiday. Yeah, they said it's Mohammed's birthday. Nice one. Yeah, so yeah. Thank you for joining. So I was saying that relationship is a very important aspect of our lives, and nobody is existing without a relationship, whether a mother-father relationship, brother-sister relationship, boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, business relationship. Yeah, thank you, Famous. Thank you so much. Every area of our life, we have a relationship that we are into one way or the other, and it's important that we learn how to navigate these relationships to have a better quality of life, because You cannot be in people's space and not want to have or enjoy what it is at that time. And you cannot also mismanage people and expect to enjoy or get the best from them. So let's know what your relationship questions are. What's your thoughts? What is that thing that you would like to know about? Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I'm seeing someone else here. Say hi to me. Let me know it's you. Just type below. There's a chat button down. Just click it and type hi so that I know you are the one. Thank you so much for joining. How are you doing? Hi, hi. Ayomide, the married man. How are you? Good evening. Thank you for joining. How are you, Ayomide? How is your day going? Thank you for joining. Hi, Sandra. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you. Thank you. How is everything? Sandra, you didn't come live today. I don't think I saw you live today. Yeah. Did you come on live today, Sandra? I didn't see you. Today? Yes, I guess that you're alive and well. Thank God. How is everything going? I trust it's going well. Do you have any questions for us? Relationship questions. I just decided to come. So today is a holiday. I wanted to go on holiday also because from yesterday I just thought that I needed to rest today. But on the second thought, I don't want to be too inconsistent. So I decided let me just come and stay. Maybe I will not stay as long as I would stay on a normal day because I don't even feel like coming here to see my eyes. I feel very, 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 very. I want to rest. I want to enjoy the holiday. I want to rest. But let me just stay here for some few minutes. Yeah, so I just thought to come. Okay, Amile says, my question is about the fidelity of men and women. What about the fidelity do you want us to discuss? My question is about the fidelity of men and women. Hey, Sandra, you need that rest. You are trying. Yesterday, you spent a lot of time with us. I don't know how you do it. In fact, because of you, sometimes I feel like, should I go back to my single days so that I'll have the time to myself? But I just told myself, when I was single, I still wouldn't have been able to do this life as I'm doing because, for instance, now I'm enjoying free Wi-Fi that I might not have had access to then at this pace. So, it is well. Yeah. So I mean the difference. Okay, the question is about the fidelity of men and women. What's the difference between the fidelity? Can you help me type it? I mean so that I can't type. Let me type it correctly so that I can pin it so that people will come and will respond to it. So it will be like, what's the difference between the fidelity of men and women, right? Or what's the dynamics between the difference between let me not say rubbish. I mean, please type it in a very explanatory way so that everyone that comes can address it. So that I want to pin it, but I can't type. Please help me type it. I slept all day, didn't. Maybe I'll come at night. Okay, Sandra, that's nice. That's nice. I can imagine how refreshed you'll be. There's nothing like resting, actually. I don't know if Amide is still here. I hope he's typing. God, well, no, I want to enjoy free life. So that's it, my sister. This life, you can't have eat your cake and actually have it. So I have free internet now, but I cannot come here every time because I have a child. So it is well. So enjoy your time now. Gather all your water right now because God, well, no, I want to know free life. I see this girl. You're not serious. That's the okay. What's the difference between the fidelity in men and women? What's your take? The difference between the fidelity. This is your question. Let me see what people have to say. Sha. Yeah. So thank you for this question. What do I think about this? I don't know the difference between the fidelity in men and women. Is there a difference? Hi Vera. Good evening. Please don't fail to double tap on your screen to like this live once you are in. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for your support. It's because of you guys I come every day. If not, I don't feel like coming. Yeah, so what's the difference between the fidelity in men and women? What do you think the difference? There's no difference, right? Why do you say there's no difference? Do you think it's not a men and women thing, it's an individual thing? Because we're in a world where people feel like, so there's still a difference. Sandra, what do you think? Do you think there's a difference between this? Hi, welcome to this live. Thank you all for joining. I really am grateful. How are you today? There's a question pinned down there. Want to answer everyone's your relationship questions that you have. I don't think I want to stay here too long today as I'm not feeling. I feel like I want to rest more as it's a holiday here in Nigeria. But let's just discuss briefly. What do you think is the difference between the fidelity of a man and a woman? What's your take? Is there a difference? What do you think the difference is? Welcome everyone. Thank you so much. Please double tap on your screen to like this live session. Thank you so much. I have 6 wonderful people here and I have just 3 likes. That's not good. How was your day? Good evening, sir. How are you? Good to see you here. Thank you for your support every time, every day. I'm grateful to you all. Thank you, guys. So please, what's your thought? What's your thought? Is there a difference really in the fidelity of a man and a woman? Or it's just that in Africa we favor men more. How? So we favor men more. Does that make their fidelity different? Oh, you mean in the fidelity aspect? So there's no difference. It's just that a gender tends to get more favor as regards their fidelity. Do you guys think so? Hi, Evelyn. Good evening. Okay, I can see you. Welcome. So we were all at MK's live, and MK, as usual, is talking about our YouTube growth and progress. So I thank God for everyone and everything that they add to us. MK, you always have something to learn new about YouTube. But welcome here because I'm not going to talk about YouTube here. MK is giving us and will continue to give us as regards that. So welcome here. Today here we're talking about relationship topics, obviously. And I said we should ask our relationship questions. But please, there's a question pinned down. Somebody asked the difference between the fidelity of a man and a woman. Is it different really? And what's your take? Infidelity is the same to both genders. Okay, normally, ideally. But in Africa, do we see it the same way? Infidelity is not gender-based, but there's a level of infidelity in men that comes with a notion that they can escape. I mean, I wish I can pin 2 questions. Wow, this your thoughts is what's pinning, because ideally, infidelity is not different. It's not different. But we ourselves have made it look like we're expecting something different from both gender, which is not supposed to be. So I think that's even the real discussion for today. Why is this like this? Is that how it is supposed to be? And how can we correct it? Eagle, I was typing to MK that you are not here already, and now I can see you. Thank you so much for joining Eagle's Corner. I really appreciate you. Good evening. How are you? Thank you for coming. I appreciate you guys. I said MK has taught us about how to grow in collaboration with Linda. We have learned how to grow here on YouTube on MK's channel. But I think you're not expecting to hear that here also, because everybody have what they give, and we enjoy the beauty and the uniqueness of every one of us. So here on my channel, the uniqueness that I have to give every time is mostly about relationships and our life generally. And I think it's also very important for us to be able to. Thank you so much, Journey of my life. Good evening. How are you? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been enjoying your shots back to back. Yes. So thank you guys. So there's a question down. Somebody asked a question saying, what's the difference between the fidelity of a guy and a lady, or male and female? And I'm wondering, is there supposed to be a difference? Let's know your thoughts. And also, somebody also says infidelity is not gender-based, but there's a level of infidelity in men that comes with the notion that they can escape without being caught. Could this be the reason why most times they do it and then they begin to tell us that it's their nature? Let's know your thoughts, guys. Well, let's know your thoughts. Do you think that this particular culture that is applauding them or supporting them is giving them more morale to misbehave? There's no different standard set for any gender as far as scripture is concerned. However, culture may offer to some gender relief when it comes to infidelity. Why is culture offering some gender of a relief? Why? Is it right? Do they have a reason that is valid? Let's know your thoughts. So personally for me, I feel like commitment, loyalty should be a human responsibility. Hi, Esther. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. How are you today? I really appreciate you, Esther. Thank you so much. I love your commitment and your support. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. How are you today? Please let me know. How is the UK? And also, let's see the question. There's a question down. What do you think? Hi, Linda. Good to have you here. Good evening. Thank you so much for coming here. How are you today? I appreciate you. Thank you for... I'm grateful that I was able to meet you today, and I'm not wasting any time. I'm going to connect with you ASAP. Thank you for coming. Thank you for what you are going to offer us. Thank you. We're going to connect with you. Good to have you here. Thank you so much. Guys, we have Linda here. She's also a YouTuber. Please connect with everyone that is a YouTuber here. Linda is a YouTuber also. Stacy Baby Food is also a YouTuber. Please connect with them if you can. And without further ado, we have a question that is here pinned down that we are attending to. Please, guys, let's hear what you have to say. This is important. This is important. Yeah, so I was saying that, okay, we are in a patriarchal system. We're in a patriarchal society, so usually any decision regarding infidelity is always blown when it's the women. Aside that, it's totally the same. Why is it blown? Do they have a reason that can be understandable? I'd like to know. You know, because we might say because we are women, we are tending to be very, very biased or feel like, why are we not rated, or why are they seeing it like we don't have the same rights or freedom to do so? But I wish that they can give us a reason why, and that reason should resonate in my head, but I can't see any reason that they would have to give. So let's see. I'm still here. Sandra, let us hear from you. What do you have to say? Uchechi, good evening. MK is asking me if you are here. Thank you guys so much for coming. I really appreciate you. I don't take it for granted at all. Thank you for the support. Welcome to my channel. Please, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. As we learn on MK's channel on how to grow on YouTube here, what we talk about here is faith, family and relationship, we know that there are a lot of areas that are important to our lives, and relationship is one of them. Thank you so much, Uchechi. I can guarantee that you are beautiful also, because I can see your DP. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll also connect with you back. I will. Thank you so much. So let's know your thoughts, guys. Apparently, we have a lot of women also here, even though the question is a guy that asked this question. And he's saying that what is the difference between the fidelity of a male and a female? Is it supposed to be different? And why? So I was saying that I feel like commitment, loyalty, and fidelity should be a personal, a human expectation. Whether you are a male or a female, you are required to be chaste. You are required to be committed to whatever relationship you go into. So I don't think that it is right that a gender is favored to now think that I can misbehave and go scot-free. I can misbehave and enjoy favor because I'm a man or a guy. That's not right. And so it's wrong. I remember when I used to be young, guys, to feel like, thank God that I have a level of chastity, or I can respect myself actually, because a person who doesn't have respect for themselves can now begin to think. I remember saying that one time when I was very young. I was like, okay, so if you think that a man can cheat and be fine, a woman can also think that she will cheat back, and everybody have their coins. But we shouldn't live with a mindset of you do it, I do you back. Why? Because it's going to affect you also. So that I don't do it back to you is not because I applaud or accept that what you are doing is right. It's that I honor myself and I respect myself. But everybody should decide or choose to be loyal. If you can't be loyal to somebody, don't go there. Don't go there. I posted a scripture yesterday that I learned, and it was amazing, talking about how God was saying that he made everybody, both man and woman, to be good. He says, but we men have devised means by ourselves to be bad. And it was mind-blowing. So everything that we are supposed to be, we have the capacity to do it, but we choose to look for measures or initiatives to pervert the original state of things, which is not good. So for me, I don't know why people are not giving us your opinion or your thoughts. For me, I would say that devotion, fidelity should be a normal human mentality. Like you should decide to say, I'm deciding to go into a relationship with this person, and I'm going to be committed to them as long as both of you have that understanding. Because we said some days ago on this live, when we're talking about different types of marriages, that some people do traditional marriage alone because they think that they want to be polygamous in nature. And because we also saw that we have Islamic marriage, which permits you to marry more than one woman, which is okay. They permit it. So you that are there, you know that this is what is permitted. And also for a traditional wedding, there is no saying that you must stay with one woman, no. But when you do the statutory marriage, which consists of the court, the civil wedding, and the church wedding, it is expected that it is one man and one wife. So you are supposed to be committed to that one person. Unless you are ready for that, then don't go into it. Thank you, Uchechi. That's really true. Infidelity is a sin. There shouldn't be any good reason, but the reality is that this exists in Christian marriages. Sadly, we know it exists. That somebody says they're a Christian does not mean that they are not humans to misbehave or do things irrationally. But that's not how it's supposed to be. But sadly, that's how it is. And it's so bad. So individually, we should take fidelity as something that should be a norm. There shouldn't be a cause for debate to now say that I'm a man, so I can misbehave, and then you're a woman, you cannot misbehave. I can't understand it. Clap for Louissa, she's correct. Thank you, Esther. Thank you so much. Thank you. In ancient Africa, women are seen as properties that you acquire, and that's why the more money one had, the more properties and wives they can acquire. From this point, through a wrong standpoint. From this point, though a wrong standpoint. Okay, so in ancient Africa, women were seen as properties. Thank God that was ancient, and that's so sad. And I feel like then the women would have accepted that their properties, okay, so they will accept that. But now, no, it's no longer now. It's no longer that way now. So it's still even wrong to now even know that that's not how it is supposed to be now, and we are still clapping or cheering the men ahead to say you can cheat and be forgiven. But you that have cheated, when your wife misbehaves, you don't want to accept it. I'm not saying misbehave because your husband misbehaves, because it should be a personal resolve to do the right thing, whether the other person is doing the wrong thing or not. But still, everybody should respect everybody. Very important. Very big thing. Yes, Uchechi. Thank you, MK. You brought your family here. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Linda was here also. Hi. Okay. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you, MK. Louissa should be a choir in church. Why? I didn't sing right now. Esther, I don't understand. I should be a choir in church. Esther, what do you mean? I don't understand what you just said. Oh, that's nice. Yes, thank you, MK. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Somebody asked a question about fidelity of both male and female. Okay. No, me. I still don't understand you, Esther. Yeah, so everybody should do what is right. And it's not even about only marriage now. Even in relationships with people, even in your communications. Imagine if everybody can just do the right thing. Everybody can just be like, I want to do right. Life will be more easier. But no, we have decided to complicate life by ourselves as humans. Because if I want to do something, I have to be thinking a lot before I help the next person, because I don't know if that person is genuine enough. And these kind of things have made even the people that are genuinely in need suffer, because you don't know who is genuine any longer. I don't think there's a difference. We all have feelings. If a man feels hurt when a woman cheats, same with a woman. Don't do to others what you cannot take. You should learn to respect and love truly. Thank you, Ego's Corner. Thank you. Very true, very true. So I wish that the men here are getting this, even though I know I have sensible men on my life. In fact, it's a man that asked this question to see that that kind of man is sensible. So that you're a man, in fact, that are giving you right to misbehave. You should hate those people giving you right to misbehave, because it's at the detriment of your own self. Somebody is permitting you to hurt yourself, permitting you to kill yourself, and you are killing yourself by yourself. I normally told men that insisted of my husband cheating on me, let him marry another wife so that I will know that my husband has 2 wives. Oh, instead of cheating, you should rather marry another wife, right? Okay, instead of my husband cheating on me, let him marry another wife. Yes, just with your full chest. If I want to accept, if not. But that kind of man that you want to marry a second wife, what kind of marriage do you have now? Because if you had a monogamous marriage in the beginning, is that accepted? Or unless you say you want to accept it, but if you are bound by a civil marriage or a church marriage, it's supposed to be monogamy, 1 man, 1 wife. If everybody, okay, will you cheat in the first place? Respect is reciprocal. True. Oh, I love Uchechi's reality. Yeah, will you cheat in the first place? If everybody does the right thing, who will we use as bad examples? No, that's the thing. Everybody cannot be good. Everybody can be good, but we decide not to be good. We don't really have to have bad examples. It's just that life would have been just too straightforward, too direct, too predictable. That's why. But if not, as much as we can, people should decide to be good. If everybody does the right thing, yeah. One of my friends told me that time when she was single, that she doesn't have only one boyfriend. But why? But is that good? Is that good? Because some people will say that you are not yet married, so don't put all your eggs in one basket. What do you think about that? Do you think that I'm not married, so I'm not committed to anybody, so I can date a lot of people at the same time? Or you think that as long as you are deciding to go into a relationship, choose one person and stick with that person? Louisa, I'm here with you while I'm preparing for work. Thank you so much, MK. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yes, it's true. Yeah, Uchechi, very true. So I think that decide from the beginning what you want. Like, why? Why can't you decide that you want to be polygamous and then do the marriage that accepts polygamy? Do either do an Islamic marriage if you are Muslim, or you just do traditional wedding. Then the person you are getting married to is aware that one time or the other you can decide to now marry somebody else. At least you have prepared her mind. Not that you now marry somebody with the hope and commitment that you both be together. Then somewhere along the line, you now go and bring another person. And some of the strong reasons can be lack of sexual satisfaction, bad habits, not careful selection of friends, wrong parental upbringing. Wow, how do we deal with this with this now? Because we're also saying that how can we tackle this infidelity issue? Lack of sexual satisfaction. Who should we blame for lack of sexual satisfaction? Bad habits. Communication will solve it, because what's the guarantee that where you are going to, you get the remedy, or where you are going to, there will be a solution to the problem you are running out of your house for? And is it really worth it? Why not discuss with your partner? Why not work on solving this issue together? Should I be a singer in church or not? Oh, Esther, you're asking whether you should be a singer in church or not. You can be, if you can sing and you really love to sing, why not be a singer? For you to even be considering, it means you can sing. Please join. I'm sure they will appreciate your presence there. Very bad, yes, Uchechi. Infidelity should be discouraged for the two. I support that. Should be discouraged for the two. Why should you encourage it for one person? Even the mention of the name itself means that nobody should even want it. Infidelity. Why should you say you can be infidel? Why I should not be? And you are happy that they haven't given you permission. It means that you don't even rate yourself in the first place. What really caused some men to cheat after marrying her? Do they become tired of us? I don't think they become tired. I feel like they are just indisciplined and irresponsible, because there's no reason to cheat because you think when you were getting married, you didn't know that you'll be with one person for a long time. What are you doing as regards ensuring that you enjoy your marriage? Because we know that for a marriage there are different stages. So there's a stage of honeymoon. When that stage is phasing, what is your intentionality strategy to ensure that the next phase begins and you are sustaining that marriage? What are you doing? So you need to prepare your mind to put that marriage to work. You need to tell yourself that I'm going into this for the Lord. That's why I want. Do people count the cost before they enter marriage? You count the cost before you go to school. You count the cost before you do a lot of things, but you want to just enter marriage, forgetting that nothing in this life would last as long as a marriage, ideally, if everybody stays in their marriage till the end, because you're supposed to marry till you die. So you're going to spend the longest time of your life in marriage. So why can't you just do it right and make the right decision? Why are you tired? And it means that if you have the capacity to be tired, it means that you would be jumping from one, because you will still get tired of the person you go and sleep with. So when you get tired of that person, you go to another person, you go to another person. Who are you? What are you? For what we blame women? Bad satisfaction. Don't blame a woman for that though, because you that you are not getting satisfied, communicate to your spouse and find out how you can be satisfied. And that is another reason why maybe that person has had, that's why overexposure is not also good. If you have been sexually active before time, and you have been active with a lot of people, you have different experiences. So your expectations are too high, and you might not be able to, the other person you are meeting might not have that much capacity. So that is why in the first place, grow your desire with your partner, and then just be easier than carrying expectations from different people and coming to keep it or land it on one person. That's been unfair. Men doesn't know what that is women that hold their marriages. They don't know, right? I don't think there's a good reason why anybody should cheat though. It's mostly lack of discipline. Lack of discipline. Some men will say that it's not good to be eating one soup every day. Who told you that that's one soup? I've heard it before, Uchechi, you're not wrong. They will say they don't want to eat one meal, they want to eat different meals, they want to eat fried rice, they want to eat jollof rice, they want to eat like different delicacies. And I'm wondering, who told you that your wife is one meal? That means you have not even invested enough. Or who did you even marry in the first place? Because there is a lot in one person, and that's another advice to us women also. Not giving them the permission to do what they are doing. No, you don't have a permission to go outside because you think your spouse is but let each person decide to bring out different juices out of them per time, because a lot is in one person, a lot. So what part of you does your spouse see? Do you spice them up? Because really, you can't say one person that a woman is just one thing. No. There's a lot. So that's where intentionality now comes in, to say that I need to work on myself to bring up. You are a complete package. That means there's everything that is required for your partner in you. Just bring it out. Work on it for them to see. And you, the man, also, you are a nurturer. You can also nurture your wife to bring out what you want to see in her. What it is you are liking out in somebody else, you can bring that part and aspect out of your wife. So that's not an excuse, really. Okay, Esther, please join. Why are you saying later, Esther? Why later? Why not now? Guys, let's double tap. Thank you, MK. Please double tap on the screen if you haven't. Thank you, Louise. MK, my twin sister is on this channel. She's on this live. Louise. Thank you so much for joining. They will get tummy ache too much different food. Exactly. And no, really, when you eat junks, you will run stomach. And that running stomach is not literal running stomach now. That is why they have a lot of issues. Your finances is at stake. Your health is at stake. Have you realized that men that have a lot of women a lot of wives or a lot of women, they die early? Take a lesson from Solomon. Women sometimes get concerning satisfying the man, which can really lead to cheating because men need that. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Communication matters. So don't assume that your spouse knows what you want. Tell them what you want. As far as you are married to this person, this is not relationship, this is marriage now. As long as you are married to this person, let them know what you want. Same thing for you. Tell them what you want, and they should also tell you what they want, because you cannot rule communication from a partnership, talk less of a marriage, and expect it to work. No. Don't assume that your spouse knows. Let them know. And you that you are getting a feedback from your spouse, don't take it in the wrong way. Understand, listen, and seek to make it work, because your duty in that marriage is to ensure that your spouse is fine, and their duty is also to ensure that you are fine. You please one another. That's how Bible calls it. So please each other. That's your duty. After God is your spouse. Please them. It's your duty to please them. As long as what they're asking for is not weird, is not a sin, is not, and anything your spouse asks for from you sexually is not a sin. It's not wrong. Okay, thank you, Chechi. I know you are still here. Thank you. Where I see you, yes, so they are seeing you. Please connect with MK's Arena. She's a YouTuber also. Connect with Stacy Baby Food, also a YouTuber. Please help connect with them. Connect with Uchechi Reality TV. Anybody on Blue Jacket and the ones that have mentioned their names, please. Uchechi, should I give you a blue jacket? I need to ask people before I give them one. So I thought I gave Stacy a blue jacket the last time. So it's very important for people to know what they want in relationships before they go in there. We said the other day that marriage is not for everybody, because there is a level of commitment that it requires, and everybody cannot give it. And as long as you are not ready to give that commitment, please don't go there. Don't go there. EOS corner. Let me give you a blue jacket. Don't go there. Be ready for what you are going into before you get in there. Don't just enter something without counting the costs. Without counting the cost. So guys, please, let it start from us. Let's correct this mindset, correct this notion that as a man, I can do what I like because I'm a man. Says who? And I don't know. I always am of the notion that I don't think men know their responsibilities. If they do, the responsibility they always quote that God gave us. I was listening to somebody and he said men's favorite scripture is Ephesians 5 that talks about how a woman should submit to their husband. Now that's their favorite scripture. When I read that scripture, I used to feel for men because I feel their task is harder. To submit is not hard if you are doing what you should do. But as a man, your task is to love the woman as Christ loved the church. Do you think that is easy? So most times I feel like if you would just take your own job description, like mine is to submit, I take my own and do it with all my heart. You take your own and do it with all your heart. Stop reminding me that my work is to submit. No, if I'm not submitting well to you, a lot of the time something is wrong with your own part of the bargain. So if everybody will just do what they are supposed to do, it's going to be fine, it's going to work well. So if there's a man here, a guy here, I would advise that you know that your duty is harder, because what does it take to love somebody, that to die for the person is what you should be thinking. That is the work God has given you. It's harder work. So, and I don't think there was no part where God was infidel, where he betrayed anybody to say, I commit my heart to this person, and then I now leave this person and go to somebody else. God frowns against disloyalty and infidelity. So if you're a man and somebody is clapping for you that you should be an infidel and you're happy about it, you have got to answer. And it's not until you get to heaven before you answer, you will start answering here on earth. So whoever is not committed to relationships or is loyal, you will start answering your questions from here on earth. So many wives use sex deprivation as a tool for punishment because they see it as some form of power. That's so sad. Bad past sexual experience, frigidity, though good communication can help fix this. Yes, so a woman using sex as a deprivation to her husband is wrong. It's wrong. It's wrong because the Bible talks about how your body is his own, his body is your own. We are to honor each other with our bodies. So if you are married to somebody, depriving them of sex is not the solution. It's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. Yes, bad past sexual experience also. And that's why we said people should try as much as possible to not. Even if you have, correct it now, so that you don't go into marriage and you are demanding for the impossible. I'm still here with you, darling. Thank you, MK. I see you. Yeah, so yeah, we saw that many wives use sex deprivation as a tool for punishment because they see it as some form of power. It's not a form of power. In fact, it's a form of weakness for you to say because your husband did something wrong, that is what you want to do to deprive him of it. Yeah, telling yourself, yeah, I'm still here. Okay, trying to prepare, but still here. Fine, it's fine, MK. Hi, Mabella, good evening. How are you? Is the way you called my name. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining. How are you today? Thank you. Where are you watching from? You sounded like someone that knows me. Some religion's excuse of fasting for long period. Thank you for joining, Mabella. I guess you are coming from MK's channel also. If not, I really appreciate you. Thank you. Please help double tap on the screen to like this live. And also, let's hear your contributions as regards this topic. So this religious excuse of fasting to deprive your spouse is really is really, is it deception now? And very risky, because God that said you should honor your spouse with your body can excuse fasting. And even in the Bible that talks about fasting, it says to fast for some time and go back to your spouse so that the devil does not tempt you. So don't use I'm a Christian, I'm fasting 30 days. 30 no. Don't do that. Don't do that. Wisdom is profitable. If your spouse accepts and approves, yes, but even in their accepting, be sure that they really accept because they accept and they can cope with it. If not, please break that fast. Because when it comes to marriage, there are a lot of things that God understands and can permit, because it is marriage, and He expects that you are faithful to your spouse as much as possible. Let your concern be to please God, and pleasing God is pleasing your spouse, because you are married to them and you guys are one. So if God is to advise you, He will tell you to rather submit to your spouse. If your spouse is saying they need sex and you are fasting, break that fast. Break it. You can always fast another time. Because people use spirituality for excuse for fasting, as said in the Bible, has to be with consent. Thank you. Has to be with consent from your spouse. So if they don't agree, you should not. You are saying what I'm saying. We are really twins. Thank you. Yes. So exactly, Louissa, I agree with you 100%. Yes, thank you, MK. So people want to over spiritualize everything. Like I said the other time, this spirituality thing, it comes with wisdom. Even the sex you are doing, it's also spiritual. I hope you know that sex is physical and spiritual, but it's mostly spiritual because it is in when you have sex that you are even becoming one, and the oneness, you don't see it. It happens spiritually. So this I'm in church, I'm in this one, I want to serve God. Serve God with your spirituality in the angle of honoring your spouse, because even God that also gave that instruction. So a lot of the times people want to misunderstand these things and are looking for flimsy excuses. You don't love God as much as that. If you loved Him, you will know that even He gave the instruction to also love your spouse. Thank you so much, guys. Hi, Chinyerem. Good evening. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? How are you doing? So yeah, that's it though. So your commitment to your spouse is paramount. Please stop using religion, church, fasting as an excuse not to do what you should do in your home as regards your spouse. Very important. Very important. In fact, it was even said that when you marry, you have some troubles, because they know that now your marital life will be competing with your spiritual life. So it is understandable, but that's why you should marry a child of God also that is in the same religion with you, that understands when you think that I want to level up spiritually for some time. You will not be struggling because people have the same values. But importantly, let your marriage work. Let your marriage work. Do the right thing. Nobody has an excuse to cheat. No. Whether you're a man, I don't care. You are supposed to be able to commit to your spouse. And there's no excuse. You don't have any excuse to cheat. You don't have any excuse to... In fact, you don't have any excuse. If you think that you cannot stay with one person, in the beginning, let the person know and accept to stay with you, because they know that they are open to... It's not like I was saying the other day, I used to ask all these Muslim wives how they feel. Hope they are preparing for their husbands to bring another wife, because you married him knowing that he is permitted to marry other wives, and that's understandable. The thing is, just at the beginning, know already that this is your stand, so that you are not pressured or coerced to do what you don't want to do, or hurt somebody else's feeling because you didn't stand by your word at the beginning. Men and women should commit to each other. Yes. If you are not ready to commit, don't commit. It's different than now committing to somebody exclusively and still want to live your life anyhow. For another reason, it's manipulation by false prophets, by making people feel that they are married to the wrong person. Anyway, I would say that people that listen to false prophets, they are doing themselves, because I was listening to somebody today and he was saying that marriage is not a Christian thing, it's a humanity thing. And where it was coming from is this, that when Adam and Eve were joined together for marriage, they were not Christians. Christianity has not begun at that time. So it is something that God, it's an institution that God recognizes. And so if your culture, what marriage is that once you take a cup and give the other person the cup, you guys have agreed to marry. If that is what marriage is to you, God honors that you are married. That is why if you agree that you want to marry somebody today, as far as you have married that person, in heaven, that person is your spouse. Whether God permitted it to or not, to, once you have agreed to marry, it is your both of you's mutual agreement. You are married. So if one prophet now comes to tell you that the person you married is not your spouse, and so you now accept what the prophet is saying and decide that you now want to be cheating with somebody else, that is also very, very funny and wrong. And you answer for yourself, because the prophet is telling you, but you still need to have your own sense to say whether you agree with what they're saying, and you should do it. But no matter what a person is doing to you, you have no excuse to cheat. The best you can do is to find reason to divorce, get divorced legally, and then move on to the next person. But that you are still committed with that person in a marriage, and you now start moving out, then I don't know if people overrate this prophet thing. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Yes, I'm going off very soon. This is 51 minutes. By 7, I came by past 6, right? From 7, I should be off because I don't want to stay long on this live. So once it's 7, I'll be saying goodbye to you guys because I need to rest. So Linda, your live is by 7, right? Please, guys, Linda is having a live session. Chirem, you're not on MK's live. Please, it would be nice to join it. She had a session. I even joined late also, but MK said that she had a session. She was telling them about how to increase watch hour. She's also a YouTuber. She has almost 4,000 followers, if I'm not mistaken. And then she is monetized already. So she wants to do a video by 7 on how to increase your WH, which I'm all in for. So if you're a YouTuber here, don't sleep on this opportunity. Please follow Linda and join her live by 7 p.m. That's where we are all going. Then after hers, we are going to Chirem's live, of course. Chirem's live is by p.m. So guys, please, let's do that. Let's support one another. So Chirem, please connect with Linda so that we'll go for her live by 7. I'm sure you've been very interested about this. I thank God I joined MK's live. Even though late, I would have missed on this big opportunity to connect. Sandra says she's ready. Yes, so we're very, 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 very ready. So guys, thank you so much for your thoughts, your contributions. We'll just say this, that if you meet a guy that thinks that it is right for a man to cheat but a woman shouldn't, red flag, run. If you say a lady that accepts that a guy can cheat, I think those people can meet each other and marry each other because you would help yourself and do a lot good for yourself. But ensure that you are not accepting a wrong because it is generally acceptable. Very important. Very, very important. Don't accept a wrong because it is generally acceptable when you know it is wrong. Very, very important. So if you're not taking anything from here today, please, thank you guys. Thank you so, so much. Take the note. Give her a big lesson. Okay, Linda, right? Okay, so I made you a moderator, Linda, so people can connect with you. Okay, so yes. So guys, fidelity, as we have agreed here today, both male and female on this live have agreed that fidelity is not a gender-based thing. Everybody should be committed and loyal to a relationship that you have committed to go into as much as you can. Don't excuse anybody to say because you're a man, you can cheat and go scot-free. Meanwhile, a woman cannot cheat. Anybody that cheats, both whether a man or a woman, you are wrong. You are wrong. Yes, thank you so much, Sandra. Thank you guys. So yeah, that's my conclusion today, I hope that we learned something today. I hope that nobody here agrees that a man can cheat and go scot-free. I doubt that I have people like that here. And if you do, please ensure to check and evaluate your reason for believing that, to know that it's not supposed to be. God expects every individual to be faithful and loyal, not a woman or a man. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. Mabella, you're a YouTuber, so I give you a blue jacket. Yes, so no reason good enough. No reason good enough. So women, don't be fasting too much and say you are fasting, so your husband should no, don't do that. Okay, Mabella, let me give you a blue jacket. Let's all respect one another and expect that our marriage will work. Both angles, you are supposed to put Uchechi, okay. So for your marriage to work, you have to play your part while the other person also plays their part. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for joining. Thank you for connecting. Please, let's head to Linda's channel to get all the good stuff that she has for us. Thank you all so much. I really appreciate your commitment. We'll be here again tomorrow by 6 p.m. Please connect. We'll be also there for MK tomorrow also in the afternoon. I think around 3 she comes live. Then Chinyerem's live also by 8 p.m. Sandra comes live every day. So also, please, if you're not connected to these people, please connect with them. A lot of good stuff. And the beauty of it is that every one of us give different juice in our life. Our lives are not identical at all. Different. Everybody has what they give. If you watch MK's life, teaching you about YouTube growth, come here, relationship. Sandra, food, conversational, life in general, CRM, lifestyle, and every good stuff. So yes, enjoy the spice in every one of us. Thank you so much. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Ego. Thank you, Sandra. Thank you, Mabella. Thank you, Chechi. Thank you, Chinyerem. Thank you, MK. Thank you, French classes. Thank you, Mommy and Daddy. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Vera. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Iho's Corner. Thank you, Linda, for joining. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you, Ayomide, for your question. Thank you so much. Say bye to me, please. Say bye to me. I'm off to come back tomorrow. Thank you, Stacy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Esther. Bye, guys. Bye.